In this video, we will see the organisms which come under Whittaker's 5-kingdom classification, under which the first kingdom is MONERA. Bacteria is the sole member of that kingdom. The 4 shapes of bacteria are cocci, bacilli, spirillum and vibrio. And if the bacteria has flagella, it's called flagellate. One flagella is monotrichous condition, a tuft of flagella, lophotrichous condition, flagella on both the sides, amphitrichous condition. Flagella all throughout the body is called peritrichous condition. Under cyanobacteria, Anabaena and Nostoc, they are free living and they are symbiotic also. They help in nitrogen fixation. Anabaena, this is a picture. It has heterosis, and this is a Nostoc which also has nitrogen fixing structures called heterosis. They are photosynthetic as well. And Mycoplasmas, these are smallest prokaryotic organisms. The peculiarity is they don't have cell wall. They are pleomorphic. That's why they are called jokers of plant kingdom. They cause disease in plants and animals. So here are diatoms, which are chief producers in the ocean. After their death, they make diatomite, which is used in polish making, visible lights. And this is Gonulix, which comes under DInoflagellate. So it has one girdle flagellum and one longitudinal flagellum. As it moves, it appears like a fire algae. The Gonulix, it multiplies and makes the Mediterranean Sea appear like a red tide. Here you can see the water is in red color. And here we can see Euglena, which comes under Euglenoids, and Paramecium, which comes under ciliated protist. Euglena acts as a connecting link between plant and animal. This is slime mold. Under favorable conditions, it grows on the decaying twigs and spreads several feet and makes an aggregate structure called Plasmodium. And this one is Entamoeba. It comes under amoeboid protozoan. It has a characteristic cartwheel-shaped nucleus and it causes amoebic dysentery. This is flagellated protozoan called Trypanosoma gambiense, which causes African sleeping sickness. Here the flagella will be fused with the body membrane. And here we can see Paramecium, which is an example of ciliated protozoan. Paramecium appears like a slipper, so it's called slippery animalcule. And this is Plasmodium. It's a malarial parasite, causes malarial fever. This is the sporozoid stage, the infective stage of Plasmodium. And here we are going to talk about fungi kingdom, in which the asexual reproduction is by vegetative reproduction is by budding. Yeast reproduces by budding. The asexual spores are zoospores, which are endospores, motile spores. We can see the flagella, which helps in motility. And there are sporangiospores, which are also endospores, but they are non-motile spores. Inside the sporangium, many sporangiospores are formed. This is also a type of asexual reproduction. Here comes Rhizopus, which belongs to the first class called Phycomycetes. Rhizopus is commonly called as bread mold. We can see the sporangium. Inside the sporangium, we can see the sporangiospores. The next member is Albugo, which causes white spots on mustard plant. Mucor, Albugo and Rhizopus are the examples of the first class of fungi called Phycomycetes. The second class is Ascomycetes, under which unicellular yeast Saccharomyces is an example. Rest all are multicellular. Penicillium, from which Alexander Fleming has extracted antibiotic penicillin, also belongs to Ascomycetes only. These are the exospores, non-motile chain-like spores. This is Aspergillus, which also belongs to Ascomycetes only. It will be there in the stored grains and it produces aflatoxins, which is carcinogenic. This is Claviceps, which causes ergot disease in rye, which is also a member of Ascomycetes. It spoils the grain and it causes a disease called ergotism. Next comes Neurospora, which is widely used in biochemical and genetic research. Since it is widely used in genetic research, it's called as Drosophila of plant kingdom. And the edible delicacies which come under Ascomycetes are morels and truffles. So we can see the morels here. Morels and truffles, they come under costliest edible fungi. They add delicacies to the dishes. And coming to the third class, Basidiomycetes, Agaricus, common edible mushroom, is an example. We can see umbrella like pilus, and we can see the gills here. At the gills they have basidium, they have basidiospores. This is bracket fungi. We can see on the wooden logs, the fungi, the mushrooms are growing like bracket, and these are puffball fungi. And the next one, Puccinia, it causes rust in the wheat. This has been asked in NEET examinations many times. Rust is caused by Puccinia. Smut is caused by Ustilago. Rust and smut commonly occurs in the cereal crops. So this is the third class. The last class is called Deuteromycetes, under which Alternaria comes, which causes early blight in tomato. Then Colletotrichum causes red rot of sugarcane, and Trichoderma causes ear rot in maize. We can see Colletotrichum here, which causes red rot in sugarcane. All these three are the members of the last class called Deuteromycetes. Then comes viruses, under which a plant virus, tobacco mosaic virus structure we can see here. Its typical shape is rod-shaped virus. It has single-stranded RNA as a genetic material. It has a protein coat which is called as capsid. This is a virus which infects bacteria called as bacteriophage. It has a typical tadpole shape. It has a head, collar, sheath and tail. And the plant shows symptoms like this is tobacco mosaic disease. Other symptoms what we can see are stunted growth, vein clearing. We can see here in the pictures leaf curling, leaf rolling, vein clearing, stunted growth. All these are the symptoms when plant infects with virus. Next one is viroid. Viroids cause potato spindle tuber disease. The first one is a normal tomato, normal potato. The second one are spindle shaped potatoes which are infected with viroids. And then comes lichens. These are crustose lichens. Crustose lichens, they stick to the bark. They cannot be detached easily from the substratum. Then comes foliose lichens, leaf-like lichens. So here we can see the foliose lichens growing on the tree trunk again. Then comes fruticose lichens. Lichens are symbiotic associations of algae with fungi. Algal component is called phycobiont, fungal component is called mycobiont. All these are the pictures of the second chapter.